Okay, so this is our financial management new chapter, that is financial goal setting, and it is related to economic value added and market value added. So can you see this EVA? EVA, in short, it is called as EVA. EVA is economic value added. Now, what do you mean by economic value added? Listen very carefully. It can come in objective type questions, because now you will have to give objective type questions. Objective type questions will come in your question paper. Okay, so EVA is nothing but it is economic value added, and it measures how net operating profit is adjusted against capital charge. Means, suppose you have equity share capital, preference share capital in your company. Okay, now remember always this chapter is related to your equity, returns to equity. How much equity shareholders gets returns from your company. Okay, so in that manner we will be able to understand how much company earns, because equity are our real owners of the company. See, out of all the shareholders, equity shareholders are my real owners of the company, right? You agree with this? Equity are the real
Yes, ma'am.
owners of the company, yes? So
Yes, ma'am.
whatever, yes, so how much equity earns, how better equity earns, it depends on how company earns. Are you understanding that the relationship between
Yes,
company
ma'am.
and equity is direct? That means if equity is earning better, company is earning better. If equity is earning less, company is also earning less, because ultimately it depends on how equity earns. Okay, that is why we calculate economic value added. Now, economic value added means in monetary terms, economic means in monetary terms. How much value is added in our company? Value is added. If the profits are more, then only the value will be added, no? Economically means in monetary terms, how much value is being added as compared to the last year. Okay, so we need to calculate the returns of equity. Simple. Okay, and now I would say how we need to calculate that. There is a formula. There is a formula, and that the formula is this is the formula. See, EVA is equals to NOPAT. Now what is NOPAT? I will tell you. Minus total capital employed, that means total capital invested in the business, into WACC, which means, see, listen very carefully, there is a logic behind the formula. Very simple formula. This much is the only formula. Okay, now EVA means economic value added. The company is increasing its value to its shareholders. That is known as positive EVA. If it is negative EVA, then the company is decreasing its value to its shareholders. Okay, so there are two concepts behind EVA: positive and negative EVA. Positive means company is increasing its value to its shareholders, and negative means company is decreasing its value to its shareholders. Now, EVA has a formula which is NOPAT. NOPAT means net operating profit after tax. I hope you know, already you have done in
Yes, ma'am.
management the vertical balance sheet and vertical profit and loss account. I hope you have done that.
Yes, ma'am. हो
Yes.
गया है.
So yes. So what is net? What is operating profit there? Operating profit means net profit before interest, right? Operating profit means net profit before interest. Means all operating expenses are taken before that. I know after interest we have non-operating incomes and non-operating expenses. I know that. But let's see how the format is, and let's see what is NOPAT. NOPAT is net operating profit after tax. See, we need to take net operating profit, but it should be after tax. Tax should be deducted. Okay, less Out of that profit, you have to deduct your expenditure. Always remember, from profit, expenditures are deducted. So in the bracket, there is my expenditure. So what is my expense? On capital, what I will pay? Suppose I have preference shares, I will pay dividend to them. Suppose my debentures are there, so I will pay interest to them. Suppose I have taken bank loan, so I will pay interest to them. Suppose I have bonds, so I will pay coupon rate to them. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Suppose I have equity shareholders, I will pay dividend to them. So I am paying dividends and interests, different type of interests, right? So these are my expense. For you, it is an income. We have already done in cost of capital, no? Okay. So cost of capital means what is the expense that I have to incur on my capital. Capital means equity capital, preference capital, debenture holders. These are my capital holders, and therefore what expense I will have to incur for them, like dividend, interest. These are my expenses that I have to incur on the capital for the capital holders. So that becomes my expense. So in all, if I calculate according to the weight, it becomes weighted average cost of capital. Do you agree? We have done practical questions also on that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So if we calculate all the things together according to their proportion weights, so we calculate. So we always have an answer which is known as WAC. WAC means weighted average cost of capital. So on my capital, what is my weighted average cost of capital? We will get our total expenditure on the capital. We will get our total expenditure. So that total expenditure will be deducted from the net profit, because always remember, dividends and interest are paid from not my from own pocket, but it is paid from the net profit only which company earns. Okay, so company earns net operating profit. After deducting tax, you need to pay dividends, interest to debenture holders, and interest to bank loan. Okay, so these are my expenses which I will pay from my net profit. Therefore, I am deducting it from my net profit. See, net operating profit after tax minus the expenses on the capital. And in the bracket, I have written total capital invested into WACC. That is nothing but expenses on the capital only, no? So whatever will be left to me, suppose I have earned the profit of rupees 1 lakh. Out of that 1 lakh is not mine. It is not completely for me, for company. No. 1 lakh will be distributed. Out of 1 lakh, some portion of money will be distributed to preference shareholders, some will be distributed to debenture holders, some will be given to equity shareholders. Likewise, I have paid to all my capital holders. So suppose total is 60,000. Total WAC is 60,000. Okay. So NOPAT minus WAC, or total capital invested into WAC. The answer will be 60,000. NOPAT is 1 lakh. So you earned 1 lakh. But out of 1 lakh, 60,000 is already distributed to the capital holders. So what is left over with you?
40,000.
Yes, so that is EVA. 40,000 is economic, monetary terms. In the monetary terms, it is value addition in the company. Value addition means out of 1 lakh 60,000, if it is paid to capital holders, then 40,000 is left for the company, for the equity holders. For the company. Company belongs to equity only, no? That is why we calculate for equity. Ultimately, if we calculate for equity, ultimately it is understood that it is for company only. So 40,000 which is left with us is known as EVA, economic value added. How much is the value added during the year in the company? Economically means monetary terms, it is 40,000. And suppose it should be positive, it should be actually positive, and our answer is positive. 1 lakh minus 60, 40. So 40 is positive. But if I reverse this example, if I say no pat is 60,000 and the total capital invested into WAC is 1 lakh. If I reverse this example, then the answer will be 60 minus 1 lakh. The answer will be
Negative 40.
yes. Negative 40 means the value has not decreased. In fact, the company has decreased the increase nahi hua value. The value is not increased. In fact, the value is decreased. So the value of the shareholders is decreased in the market. They are not earning dividend this time, in fact, because there is no profit left for them. No, already we are going in negative. Already we are suffering losses. There is no value addition. There is value decreased. There is a decrease in value of the company's what to say, company's value is decreased in the market. Okay, so basically that is known as EVA. Always remember, EVA is a part, EVA apart from more popular measures of corporate performance such as ROA, returns on equity, efficiency ratios, which do not consider the cost of capital employed. See, when we calculate ROA, or Priya madam would, I mean, she must have already taught you about returns on assets. That means ratio analysis. So you must have learned
मैम हो
this.
चुका है.
Yes, you must have learned this concept: returns on investments, returns on equity, all other efficiency ratios. See, आप उसमें देखते होंगे, you must have noticed in all these formulas, there is no consideration of the WACC. This is the only EVA is the only formula, is the only concept rather, I would say, which considers WACC. WACC means value add, sorry, WACC means weighted average cost of capital. Okay. Now I want to discuss about net operating profit after tax. Now, what is net operating profit after tax? See, in management accounting, yeah, you have already done vertical profit and loss account. How do we start with that? Sales. Is it correct? Sales. So we have less COGS,
Return.
less returns and the net sales. Okay, so consider this sales as net sales. I'm going shortcut. Net sales. So we deduct COGS. So what we get?
Yes, ma'am.
What we get?
Gross profit.
Gross
Gross
profit.
profit. Very good. We get gross profit. Sorry, this is gross profit. Okay, if I get gross profit, so my next step is less add
Operating
Operating
expense.
expenses.
add operating incomes. First add operating incomes. Okay,
Less operating expense.
very good. So less, next step is, see, already operating expenses are deducted here. All operating means related to business. Operating
Expenses.
expenses. Okay, next. So if from the gross profit, I mean the operating incomes are added in the gross profit and operating expenses are deducted from the gross profit, what will I get?
Net profit.
Which net profit?
Of.
Net profit before interest. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Net profit before interest. So I will deduct my interest expenses.
Interest.
All interest expenses will be deducted. So what will I get? Net
Net profit after interest.
Okay. So what will I do after this? Add up non-operating incomes and non-operating expenses. Same thing, but here non will be added. Non-operating incomes and non-operating expenses. Add non-operating incomes and non-operating expenses. Non means not related to business but shown in the business, like loss on sale of furniture, profit on sale of investments. This is not my business to sell the furniture and investments. This is just because furniture has got obsolete, I am going to sell it in the market. And if I'm selling, if there is a profit, I will add it. If there is a loss, I will deduct it in the name of non-operating incomes and non-operating expenses. Whatever is there, if it is profit, it is my income. If it is loss, it is my expense. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I will get net profit before tax. Do you
For
agree?
tax.
Do you
Yes,
agree?
less tax.
Okay. Next step is less
Less
tax.
tax.
Next step
Net
is
profit after
less
tax.
tax. Yes, we will get net profit after tax.
After
So what
tax.
about after that? After that is less appropriations. Do you remember?
Yes, ma'am.
And after that we get retained earnings. So I think this is the format. This
Yes.
is the format, right?
Yes.
Yes, this is what you have learned in management accounting. Okay. Now, NOPAT means what? I need to calculate NOPAT. NOPAT means net operating profit. Net operating profit. See, look here. NOPAT is equals to, NOPAT means net operating profit after tax. Always remember, when I say operating profit, net operating profit means net profit before interest. Because all operating expenses are deducted before that. No, all operating incomes are added before that. Therefore, when we treat operating incomes, operating expenses, we get net profit before interest. So net profit before interest is nothing but net operating profit only, because all operating things are treated before that. If incomes are there, they are added. If expenses are there, they are deducted. Okay, so we get net operating profit. Therefore, I will write here net profit before interest. Now, if suppose in the question, if it is given, so right away we can write net profit before interest. But suppose net profit after tax is given, or sometimes net profit before tax is given. So what we will do? See, it is very simple. Net profit, suppose after tax is given. So you don't have to take after tax, you take before tax. Net profit before tax. Suppose this is given in the question, net profit before tax. So what are we going to do? We don't need, see, yes, we need net operating profit. Therefore, in between, there are two things that I don't need. In between, there are two things that I don't need, non-operating incomes and non-operating expenses. Why do I don't need this? Why is it so? Because we need net operating profit, operating. Therefore, non-operating is something that has to be taken out from the profit. Non-operating incomes and expenses are some things which we need to take it out from the profits. Okay, so what has to be done? See, I have started with net profit before interest. I want to reach here. उल्टा जाना है. See, we need to go reverse. उल्टा जाना पड़ेगा. I am starting from here. Net profit before interest. Sorry, before tax. So, can you tell me if I go reverse? So what I need to take out? These things are to be taken out. To, yes, to take out, I need to reverse it. To reverse what is added, what do I need to do? Less. See, less non-operating incomes. See, non-operating incomes are added, no. But if I'm going reverse, then it has to be done reverse. Okay, so instead of plus, we need to deduct. जो ऐड हो गया है उसे लेस करना है, और जो लेस हो गया है उसे ऐड करना है. The things that are deducted, we need to add it back. The things that are added, we need to deduct it. Because we are going reverse and we don't want these things in between. These are already added and these are already deducted. We don't want these things to be added and deducted. Therefore, to take it out, we need to reverse it. The things that are added, we need to deduct it. To take out, we need to deduct it. So simply less non-operating incomes and add. Tell me what we need to add. Come on, tell me what we need to add. Non-operating expenses. And what we need to deduct? Non-operating incomes. Okay, so we will get,
Income.
yeah, we will get we will get net profit after interest. Yes, after interest. Now,
Interest.
yes. Now
Net profit
remember,
before tax.
yes, remember we have less interest here. We have less interest here, and it is net operating after tax. It should be net operating profit. Operating means it should be before interest. Net operating profit means it should be before interest. But I have calculated still now I have calculated net profit after interest with the help of this formula. With the help of this formula, I have calculated net profit after interest. No, so interest is deducted. To take out the interest which is deducted, add it back. Simple, very good. Add it back. So after adding, I will get net profit before interest. Okay, so net profit before interest, I will take net profit before interest only, no? But remember, net profit before interest is NOP. NOP is net operating profit. But I don't want just net profit after. Sorry, net operating profit. I don't want this net operating profit. I want net operating profit after tax. So we need to deduct tax. After tax means, always remember, after tax means less tax. So basically this is the formula. How did we calculate? Just we need to go reverse. If the net profit before tax is given, we need to see what is given in the question. Okay. So net profit before tax is given. Suppose. So how we will calculate? Just very simple. We need to go reverse. To come here. We are standing here and we need to come here. So three things I don't want. Interest, I don't want. Non-operating income, I don't want. Non-operating expenses, I don't want. I'm standing here, net profit before tax. And I want to come here, net profit before interest. Before tax and before interest. In between, I have three things. Less interest, I don't want. Add it back. Add non-operating incomes, I don't want. So add less it. Non-operating incomes will be deducted. Non-operating expenses are deducted here. I don't want. So add it back. See, add non-operating expenses. So I will get my answer. No, the thing that I want, I will get it. Net profit before interest is something that I want. I will get it. But I want NOPAT. NOPAT means after tax. So tax was not deducted from net profit before interest. I started net profit before interest. No, I started with net profit before interest, and before, sorry. I started with net profit before tax. I started with net profit before tax, and from this profit, tax is not deducted because it is before tax. No, tax is not deducted. So I will do that. Less tax. Is it clear how to calculate NOPAT? Yes, is it clear? Is it clear? Everybody, come on.
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Yes, everybody. So, uh, this is how we calculate NOPAT. This is the first formula. This is first formula. Okay. If suppose net profit before interest is only given in the question, net profit before interest is only given. So you will say ready-made profit is available, no? This is or, huh? Next formula will be, either of the formula will be applicable. So suppose EBIT is available. EBIT is available in the question. EBIT means earning before interest and tax. EBIT means earnings before interest and tax, means this profit, net profit before interest, because if it is before interest, it will be before tax also, na. Tax is, see, from net profit before interest, neither interest is deducted nor tax is deducted. Non-operating incomes is also not added, non-operating expenses is also not deducted, nothing has been done. NPBI, net profit before interest, is same as EBIT. There is another name which is given to net profit before interest, and that is earning before interest and tax. Suppose EBIT is given, okay, in the question. Now we will start with EBIT. Okay, EBIT is my NOPAT? No. EBIT is just net operating profit. EBIT is net operating profit. Net operating profit is nothing but interest, net profit before interest. If it is before interest, tax is also not deducted, understood. Tax will be deducted later on. So if it is no PAT, means net operating profit, it is EBIT only. But I don't want NOP. I want NOP 80. 80 means after tax. So very simple. In the bracket, write down 1 minus T. 1 minus T. What is T? Tax. Now you will say, no, yes. Now you will say, ma'am, we were standing here, net profit before interest. We started with net profit before interest because net profit before interest was available in the question. So we started with EBIT only. Yes, we started with EBIT. Now in between I have three things. See, I want to reach here, less tax. I want to reach here. Okay. In between three things are there that I don't want. Interest, I don't want. It is not deducted. Remember, we are standing on net profit before interest. Before means interest is not deducted from EBIT. If it is not deducted, why will I take it out and add it back? See, here I was adding because it was included in net profit before tax. I started with net profit before tax, no, here. So net profit before tax, when I was going reverse, it was deducted in between. Interest was deducted. Therefore, I added back. But now, if I'm starting with EBIT, why do I need to add it back? Because it is not deducted only. Why do I need to add it back? Leave it as it is. If it is not deducted, we don't want. In fact, we don't want and it is not deducted. Therefore, leave it. Non-operating incomes, nothing is done with non-operating incomes, not added, therefore leave it. Because we don't want, therefore leave it. Non-operating expenses, we don't want, leave it. But yes, we want tax. We want tax and it should be after tax. After means to be deducted. After tax means less tax. So EBIT 1 minus T. This is another formula. This is another formula for NOPAT. Is it clear, everybody? Yes. Come on, give me answers so that I understand that it is clear to you all. See, you don't have to remember this format. You don't have to remember this format. This format was just to explain you the formula of net profit after net operating profit after tax. Okay, so there are two formulas. If we are starting with net profit before tax, then we need to deduct NOI, add NOE, add interest, less tax. Okay, there are four things that we need to do, and I explained you why we need to deduct income, why we need to deduct, add on expenses and interest, and why we need to deduct tax. I explained. And another formula will be if we start with EBIT. EBIT, after EBIT we have in between three things, but nothing is done, so no need to take it out. Therefore simply what we need, tax. So 1 minus T. Therefore, EBIT 1 minus T is the another formula. Very simple. So this is my step number 1. This is my step number 1 for calculation of EVA. Calculation of EVA. Okay. So for calculating EVA, this is step number 1. Now, step number 2 is calculation of WAC. Because we want WAC, no? I already told you the formula of EVA. Formula of EVA was NOPAT minus, in the bracket it was written, no? Remember? Total capital employed into WAC. Remember? So we need to calculate WAC. Now, ma'am, what is WAC? We have already done whole chapter related to cost of capital, and in that we have specifically done the practical questions of WAC. Do you remember? Do you remember that chapter?
Yes, ma'am.
So same thing now we need to do. What is the format of calculating WAC? What was that? First, sources of the capital, sources. And then we had amounts, remember? And then we had proportion, same format, proportion. And then we had COC. And the last column was
WAC.
WAC. So this is the same way that we need to calculate WAC, same way. Okay. So the next one will be, wait. Step number 3. Step number 3. Step number 3 will be calculation of VAT, EVA. Sorry. Calculation of EVA. What is the formula of EVA? EVA is equals to NOPAT means step number 1. NOPAT means step number 1 minus NOPAT minus in the bracket step number 2. In the bracket step number 2. Total capital employed into, yes, into VAT. Sorry, this is total capital employed into VAT. This is in step number 2. So did you understand the formula of EVA? These are the steps that we need to calculate for calculation of EVA. These are the steps. Okay, so there are 3 steps. So simple. See, we just need to understand what is EVA. EVA is economic value added. So whatever profit I earn, suppose we have, this is the first step through which we will calculate EVA. Sorry, NOPAT. So NOPAT, suppose NOPAT is 1 lakh and total capital employed into WAC is the second step, and the answer is suppose 70,000. So 1 lakh minus 70 means we have earned 1 lakh, but 70,000 is given to the capital holders, is my expense. Okay, it is given away to the capital holders in the form of dividends, in the form of interest, which is my cost of capital, of course. So in all, if I calculate all together, with the help of proportion, it becomes WAC. It becomes WAC. So therefore, if suppose the answer of this bracket is 70,000. Suppose the answer of this bracket is 70,000 and NOPAT is 1 lakh. So 1 lakh minus 70, what is left over with my company is 30,000. With the company, the leftover amount is 30,000. Therefore, 30,000 will be known as economic value added. Did you understand? Is it clear, everybody?